Good day, boys and girls, male and female. Welcome to your favorite online YouTube show, the GetRealShow. Today, we have an amazing, scintillating, and tricky topic. And one more thing, there's a special guest. I won't discuss who our special guest is today. You guys are going to find out in a jiffy. What's our topic today? Can black parents' tough love be toxic? I'll see you guys in a jiffy. I told you guys before that we have an amazing guest on our show today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please meet Janu Pearson. Yeah. You're welcome, Janu. So, guys, today, I told you guys before the topic is scintillating. It's going to be interesting and it's going to be amazing. So, on my left, I have your girls, Z. And on my far right, I have your boy, Victor. And you all know a lot to in the building. Shout out to God. He stole that from me. So, guys, the topic today is, can black parents' tough love be toxic? Now, Jano, because you are a guest, I don't want to be all up on you. So I'm just going to ask Victor to go first. Victor, black parent love, can it be toxic? Let's go, my brother.
I asked her to go first.
No, you go first.
I from my own personal view, it seems to other people that the parental love is toxic. But anyway, it is. Some parents are like that because I knew back home from my neighbors, right? The way the parents try to raise them in the way that they don't go astray is very toxic because at the end of the day, it put fear in those kids as we are growing up, right? There's some certain things as kids they can do because of their parents. They can't actually associate with others. At the end of the day, it makes them to lack some kind of a street vibe, not in a bad way, but in some certain things they're supposed to know when growing up. But because of the way they got maltreated in terms of love, like the parents are doing those things, kind of, putting them in the right way, but in a toxic way by abusing them even physically and mentally, and you find out it's destroying the kids as they're growing up.
Okay, Vic, I wanted to hold it there. Okay. Janu, what do you think? Black parents.
For me, it's like I come from a country that's very culture stereotype, and I think I've seen all corners of tough love in a sense that I for one, I think throughout my whole childhood I've experienced what tough love is and how toxic it can get, and to a point where I feel like it's a more destructive than a constructive way of putting forward your children.
Jana, okay, hold on. Quick one. Yeah. Is there anything like tough love? What is tough love actually?
For me, tough love is expecting your children to behave in a certain way. As in there's a certain reward, or you expect them to behave in a particular way so that they can acquire particular things, as in you saying you're preparing them for the future or whatever. Yeah, for me it's it goes in a very different type of dimensions, to a point where your parents will tell you, I will not get you a phone because I want you to get this, to get your schooling done, and then I can get you a phone after that. That is for me. Not just the phone. It's a lot of things.
Okay, Jana, I see I like people who talk from what they've experienced.
Yeah.
Because experiential knowledge is what I embrace. Yeah. I don't want to say something that I have not experienced. But now I'm gonna still ask you what it is like to experience tough love. Just hold on, Z. What do you think? Tough love, black parents.
Tough love, it's to me, I may agree to disagree. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. But when it comes to tough love, that doesn't mean they don't love you. They do love you, but they want you to be in a certain manner. Because sometimes if you don't say no to your daughter or to your son, he can become
Okay,
something else.
I disagree.
So wait, Victor. So Z, I want you to describe to me what tough love is. Like, what is? I want to understand what is tough love. Like in terms of what is like how can you in your own experience? Yeah. So what is tough love to you?
Tough love to me is when I will talk on my experience.
Yeah. Thank you.
I cannot say it's tough love. I don't know a word for it to put it. Maybe I can say it's tough love, whereby my mom, my mom will be like, "This is going to happen, and if it doesn't happen, I will slap you." And she will flog me like nobody's business.
No negotiation.
I negotiate, and my granny will be helping even. But our mama is, and I'll be like, "Hey, guys," and then that like. Each and every time she tells you to do something, you in fear. If I don't do it, something will happen to you. And I said, that's tough love for me.
Okay, and tell me, how does that? Do you think, if you think now from then and who you are now, does that really shape you, or
it shaped me to who I am today?
Now.
Because if I did not listen, maybe I would be an alcoholic because I did love alcohol like nobody's business. My mom would think that I'm with boys while I was with alcohol, with my girls. Do you understand? So I think I thank them because I would be an alcoholic if I wasn't taught like that. So sometimes it may be a tough love whereby your parent makes you scared of her or him, and then that creates anger towards your head, and then that creates when you see a woman, you just see her. If you were a man, for example, you just see her to hate her, just to get that anger out. Because your mom did not show you love, but...
Wow. Okay, Z. Janu, I need you to just share with me and the audience your own experience of it.
Yeah, I want to really say a lot, but like I feel like you are just like cutting me and cutting me.
And when you cut us off, what we want to say is going off.
Okay, I wanna actually want us to have it in a way where we can marry our opinion together, and then we just. But yeah, I wanted to go.
Okay, for me it's like here's the thing. I know for sure that my dad loves me, but he has had this thing of confusing love and like giving me material things and not giving me like a relationship.
Okay.
All because I can't even like try and sit down with him and say this is how I feel or this is how I would love something to go. Why? Because it's tough love. I cannot. I do not have a nerve to even ask to sit with him because he's a monster to me. Like he's taking himself out as
this particular
like
person.
I'm superior and.
Even though you know that he loves you.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me that was like tough love, and he imposed a lot of like
Culture.
No. He would impose a lot of what do you call this? Like tasks like for example, there's a point whereby I was in tertiary and he's like to me, I'm cutting off your allowance.
Why?
Because you need to learn how to save money, and in doing so he just didn't like cut a particular amount of money, but he cut the entire money. And to me it was like, are you aware that you cutting down it was as bad as he cut down even like my sanitary towel part of provision. Do you understand? And for him it was like, I'm trying to shape you into somebody who knows how to save money.
And you
But what
didn't
about
do anything
basics?
prior to that? Did you do anything wrong prior to that? Were you mismanaging money prior to that? Not at all.
Obviously,
I'd say I was, but it doesn't have to come to a point whereby you know there's basic things and you just totally cut them off.
Okay, I just want the audience to understand something, right?
Yeah.
I'm listening to your story. I'm attentive to your story. But I want us to know, I want to know, right? So before you get to the point of him cutting certain things off, you agree with me now that you were wayward in spending. You were not prudent in spending what
Not
Yeah.
like, okay, you see the thing that
Explain that
I'm
part to
trying
me.
to tell you about. We never had a conversation whereby he's like, okay, I feel like you're reckless
In
spender.
spending. Okay.
We never had that.
Okay.
He just was like, okay,
but
this is
guys, don't forget, as you're growing up, your parents are knowing your ways. Your parents knew where you're going astray. Your parents knew if you lavish in money. Your parents knew if they gave you 500, they knew where it's supposed to last you, or for you to come back and said, I need more. That's why, I believe that's why they caught you off that side.
No. Can I understand? Are you saying it's okay for a parent to cut even the basics just because
That
and whereas we never had a conversation whereby you like, okay, Twinji, I feel like this is it. You are not spending wisely. Try and manage your funds. Because I'm just a child and I just like gained my freedom being alone.
Do you know the
with
reason why I'm
myself
saying
and
that? Do you know the
all
reason
of
why I'm
that,
saying
yeah.
that? So that us and the viewers, we must understand where that love, that parental love, is being
Okay, Vic.
online with what you're
Okay,
talking
Vic,
about.
Janu,
Yeah.
I'm so. Look, this is my opinion, and trust me, and this is what I believe.
Yeah.
There are no blueprints for parenting. And the problem we're facing in Africa, especially, that's why when I look at my friends who have kids now, I don't see that love when I was growing up. I don't think my dad ever told me, son, I love you. I have a friend of mine, when I see the relationship between Smith and his son, it's amazing. It's easy for Nasri to go talk to the dad. It's like you could see the friendship, they go to soccer together. So I agree with you that the parent tough love is toxic. And that's why I was asking Z that, is there anything like tough love? Because I think love is tolerant, love is everything. And I love the point you said that everybody just want to be informed. Because now, especially somebody who is becoming a parent for the first time, what our parent does is the same template they add with their own father. They want to bring it to our world, and they want to, and they want us. And if we raise our kids the way we were raised, trust me, guys, we're gonna lose the relationship, and that's why we are in this generation. You see kids trusting somebody outside.
But to maybe I'm wrong or what, but I did not have that kind of a relationship with my mom whereby I could sit with her and say this and this and this, I don't like it. But now I have that opportunity because I'm grown, and she acknowledged that I'm grown. I sit down with her, Mamela, Mama, I don't like A and B and C. Do you understand? And then I would like you to do it also to my son. Yeah, and then he does it. Even if we go to town, I give 10 rand, for example. Spend this, and that you must know. I don't have. If you spend it on one thing, know that you won't find anything else.
Okay,
do you understand?
Vic,
So you learn. I won't say it's tough love.
Okay.
I won't say it's just love.
Vic, I'm coming. You said something the other time when Janu said that she needed a conversation. I believe that's how parenting should be. Wait a minute, I'm coming. There is no manual to this thing. Especially, because we all believe this nurture that our parents know this and know that. Yeah. See, that is why we are having problem in Africa in terms of productivity, in terms of farming and all of that. Like, I can't look at my dad in my time, and I believe every one of us, to tell your parent that soccer is what I want to play for the rest of my life. It's impossible. They will tell you to go to school.
And I feel like parents, our parents are supposed to, I feel like the world itself is so like tough. And our parents are supposed to be like a place of comfort, a place of support. And if you're not getting that from somebody so close to you, how do you expect to go out there and get it from who? How? How's that possible?
Exactly.
So for me, like, I feel like it has always been, if ever there has been a communication between us as children and our parents and a relationship, that one I feel like it's the most important. You don't communicate with somebody you do not have a relationship with at first.
That is what I want the future parents to know.
No, us, me and you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because why? You know why? Me and my
Vic, I need to know your side first.
Yes.
Are you saying the tough love is toxic or not?
It is.
Okay.
But I just want to give you a narration of it,
Yeah.
right? Do you know sometimes...
Is there tough love, Vic? I'm
Yes.
struggling with the word tough love.
Yes.
Love
I
is not
don't
supposed to be
believe there's
tough.
tough love.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
believe.
Okay, let me just put it
Let's
this
just
way.
I think
agree
it
to
was
disagree
hardship.
on that one.
Hardship.
Not even
Not
hardship.
hardship.
It's just because, right? Our parents,
The way they were brought up.
the way they want us to be this and that and that.
I think the time
Right?
you were born,
Yes.
they knew that
So-
you are going to be something,
so,
not a soccer
Like
player,
the
but
love
Listen.
is conditional. For me, I
Thank you. That's the word.
I love you, but
It's conditional.
These are my
Everything
conditions.
they want to tell us is what, because I see friends who take their child from when they were small to the soccer pitch, right? You see Smith taking his son to go
This
to the
is
soccer
now.
pitch. This is
This
what
is
the boy
now.
wants to do.
This is
The
now.
boy can choose his own
This is
destiny.
now.
But now the same man wasn't raised that way.
Yes, sir.
But now he had to also grow to understand that, look, there are certain things that I can't put this person through. Look, our generation is more wayward than the one we are raising now.
Very. Because why? If you don't want to go to school, either two things are involved. Either you don't want to go to school or you learn something you have to do.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And they have to push you to that. They have to force you to that.
Okay, Janu, I love your story.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, I'm sure there are audience there that are much younger than us, that are still living with their parents.
yeah.
What do you think? How do you think they should navigate not being disobedient, not being wayward, not being disrespectful to their parents? How do you think they should transition from where we are now? Hold on first. Janu, how do you think they should transition from where they are now?
For me, I think being an African on its own is like
It's toxic.
no. It has that wall that there's particular things you can do and
Obviously.
particular things you can't do.
I'm loving this.
So
yeah.
it's really, really hard for you as an African child to ask, like, Mom, Dad, can we have a conversation? It's all about you talk too much. Like, so you think now you're the head of the family. You know, all those type of vibes. So for me, it's like, even, like, we must, or they must out there be like, try and make a conversation. Try in as much as you can. Like, the more you pass a word, there's one day that your parent will sit down with you and say, okay, I hear you. Let's do this. Let's talk. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like, for me, I it was so late when my dad and I decided to have a conversation. Like, the whole damage was done. And it was like, I felt on my part, what's the whole point that we are having this conversation? Because you've done what you wanted to do, and this is who I am. And I feel like psychologically, like, even because on a later stage, I have that anger towards him. Like, I love you so much, but I'm still angry. Like, I feel like you failed me as a parent, or like, do you get what I'm saying?
I'm with you all through. I'm with you all
Okay, now
through.
listen.
I'm with you all through.
When your parents is trying to correct you,
Yeah.
some kids find it offensive, right? Remember,
In what basis?
Okay,
Vic?
let me
Because
just
a
use
parent
myself
is
as an
allowed. A parent is
Let me-
allowed to correct.
Okay, now
That's
listen.
their duty.
Okay, now
So
listen.
on what basis?
I was in high school,
Yeah.
right? We already planned a variety show, but I don't have that boldness to tell my parents, like, I'm going for a show. But I have to say that I'm going for after school lessons, right?
You have to lie.
Listen to me.
You have to lie.
But listen what
Yeah.
happened. I went for that variety show. You know, when back then you either use taxis or you walk. So it happens that I was supposed to be home 6 p.m. but I came 8 p.m. Right? So my dad already go to the neighbors that attend the same lesson.
And ask
They're
questions.
already back long time.
You're messed
My
up. Bro.
dad beats me the hell out of me. You know why?
I knew
Okay,
that was
listen.
coming.
I feel like I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Though the next day, my mom was like, no, you know your father loves you too much. If something happened to you, blah, 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 blah. But because I was beaten, I feel like my father doesn't love me.
Which is,
How can he beat
okay,
me like
which
that?
is
Okay,
You know
why
what
I
I mean?
say-
Vic,
Because the
wait.
reason I'm saying this-
This is what
Which is
Janu
why I say
Yes.
we
said.
have to have
A relationship, because bro,
Parents,
it's
you have
simple.
a relationship with your
That's
parents.
all.
It won't
The
be a
reason why-
problem.
It's not gonna
Do
be
you
a
know the
problem
reason why I'm
to
saying
Thank
this?
you.
Do you know
Yeah.
the reason why I'm saying this?
Yeah, tell me, bro.
First and foremost, I lied.
Because
Before there was no
I
platform.
have to take the blame.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we
Listen
take the
to
blame
me.
because you
Take the
lied.
blame.
No.
Like
See,
that, there's
Vic,
no
Vic,
relationship.
Vic, wait. Everybody, right? we've been always wanting to take something on the surface. If this drop now, bro, you look at why did it drop? No, I look at who put this there before it drops. So now, if there was a relationship like she said, look, everything you said today is like you're taking it out of my system. If there was a relationship, this person goes, Dad, how are you? Fine. Can I ask you something? Yes, son. Dad, there's a variety show. It's happening between 6 and 8. I promise you it won't take more than 2 hours. Wait. Okay, okay, boy. Make sure you don't keep late night. Make sure it's 2 hours. I'll call you. Boom. You're back.
We don't have that. That is it.
That's why it's toxic.
saying.
That's what the
That
lady
is why
said.
she was saying.
I was not against what you're saying.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So
That is why she was
this
saying
is
that
where
it's
you're
too late
confusing
for
me.
the convo.
I'm not confusing.
The example you're giving me, you're telling me in my head that you don't think it's tough.
Who was gonna say to my dad? Is it not me?
Yeah, but there's no
I didn't say
relationship. Exactly.
I didn't say it,
Look,
so I deserve the beating.
Okay,
That-
look, for me,
Chibuzo,
right?
That is why she's saying they did not have the relationship.
Okay,
That's
guys,
the important
So
thing.
to say this,
Yeah.
so that means us,
Yeah.
we, the new generation,
Yeah.
we need to nurture our kids on how they can rely on us.
Okay,
on
now-
how they can be free.
I love that, Vic, but this is my own.
But then-
No, what do you mean free?
No,
Eh,
to
we're
talk
gonna-
to you.
Exactly.
That's
The
parental
relationship,
law, right?
Yeah.
But notwithstanding, listen here. There's some kids they take advantage of that.
No,
Like I said,
I'm telling
that's
you.
a topic for another
Okay,
day,
wait,
bro.
No, but I'm
this
telling
is what
you.
I'm saying. You give your
Chichi.
children a relationship with a limitation. I'm still a parent.
Good.
These are
This is it. We can
borders.
feel free to talk to me, but I'm
And
still
when they
your
go astray,
parent.
what do you do?
Okay, look, okay,
I'll
tell you.
Your
When
parent.
I'll tell you, wait.
when they do what like is not like I don't know if they do
Like
something
what?
awkward.
Janu,
Okay, like what?
Janu, I want to tell you
Punish
guys
the
my own
child now.
experience. See, I want to tell you guys my own experience. Mine is, I don't feel it the way you felt it now. And I felt so, I was going to be so emotional with your story and with your story. Because for me, my conditional love, I don't want to use the word tough. I only saw it from my mom. But I have the best relationship
here.
with my dad. Because, when I was growing up, I only remember my dad eat me twice. With my whole life. Until tomorrow, I have a relationship with my dad that I remember I called my dad to tell my dad when I had my first sex. Because me and my mom don't have such a relationship. But my mom beats me every damn night. I'm being honest with you. Like, if I don't remember, maybe straight 10, 15 years, my mom beats me every night.
To
And
her-
she doesn't beat me when people will come and say, no. She beats me at the dead hour of the night. When people are tired from work, sleeping.
To her, what's she doing
No, wait. So to her, I'm telling you the disadvantage.
To her, what is she doing to you?
To her, she's teaching me. But this
To you,
is what...
what do you feel?
That was a fear. I was scared of my mom. I couldn't tell my mom anything. But
Exactly.
now, even till now, I can tell. I'm telling you, bruh. You calling your dad to tell him that, Dad, I just had my first sex in life. Think about that friendship. That is the relationship I want to have with my child. The mistake our parents are making is this: Z. Nobody can predict parenthood. If our parents can be open-minded to know that we have just come into this thing, we need to wait. We need to keep our mind open to embrace whatever comes with it. But they want to, how my grandfather did, I want to do. We are going to die. If you teach all these kids now, they will call the police for you.
It's like,
But notwithstanding, most of the African parents, because of the situation
Of
how life is today.
love is,
They don't
when you
actually-
say love,
they don't actually have
Wait
that
for
time.
him.
Yeah.
They don't actually have that time to show.
Huh?
I know what I'm telling
show
you.
what?
To show what?
Listen,
No,
there's
no time or
there's people they put a nanny at home. They never have
Time for their
the
kids.
We're not talking of parents like that.
No, I'm saying-
we're talking about parents that is
reason-
involved in their child's life. We see, bro, when you say you love somebody, have you fallen in love before? Like genuinely in love. Whatever the person do, you give them time, attention, resources, everything, every now and then.
Our parents never give us that attention.
Yeah, so, but I'm not talking about takeaways love. A real love, Z, you understand what I'm saying now? Z, if you like a girl, I'll kill you. We're not talking about love that goes to takeaways.
Yeah.
But now, Janu,
Yeah.
I have I think we have just like less than 5 minutes. I just want you to speak to kids out there. Like,
I feel like I don't have to want to speak to kids out there. It's more about parents because it's
Sit down
There you
with
go.
your parents.
As parents,
Have a
There you go.
relationship with the child.
It starts with parents. Then, if I'm a parent, if I have a daughter, then I take my daughter like, okay, come, let's sit.
And
Tell
talk.
me how you feel. Tell me your feelings about how we're doing this thing of like raising you up and stuff. And that way, I feel like it's going to cut a lot of unnecessary behavior from children and like more of oncoming things that whereby we feel like we've been oppressed by our parents. And
wow,
we feel
I was gonna ask you that. Do children feel oppressed by their parents?
Obviously.
where we feel like
Yes.
we feel like our parents have oppressed us, have denied us a freedom to speech, freedom to
Yes.
be ourselves, freedom to follow our dreams, freedom to like a whole lot. Like for me, it's like I'd speak the whole day onto this topic because I feel I had
more
a full
experience.
experience of somebody telling me I love you with all of my heart, but
then-
it felt like it's the opposite
Of it.
and on which it has taken like it has built a wall between me and my parent, which is so like it's not gonna be easier to like
break
now let's go forward. And how do you go forward? Because I'll still have like a flashback of things you used to do me, saying you love me, you want me to be a better person in the future, and yet it didn't feel like it's love. It didn't feel like it's to you. It was love, and you feel like I'm trying to model you into this kind of person. But to me, it felt like you hate me. Like you made me even like a self blame. Like whether you feel like I'm a total failure, or I can't because this person has made me feel like I'm not sufficient enough, you know.
Janu, I'm just gonna borrow. I want to borrow 3 minutes more. I just want to listen to you because I just want to ask you something, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you think? And I want you to be honest with me.
Yeah.
Do you think the way your dad brought you up,
Yeah.
right? I'm still gonna come to the question of if it's not too emotional for you, just say no. Of where is your mom?
You
But then,
say, you ask me like,
why,
where's my mom?
Yeah, why you breathe on that, right? My question is, do you think with the person you are today,
Yeah.
does that unconditional / tough love helps you in shaping the woman you are right now?
For me, it didn't, but thank God, I'm this person. I'm a very outspoken person. Like I always made sure that I tell my dad as it is, as how I feel, whether he takes it or not. One thing about him is that he's this person who, if you say something and it makes him angry, with time he'll process it and it will get to him. So I've always been this person who I'm going to say this, and with growing up, I even like went on as far as acting. Like you are saying we're going to do this way. I want it this way because this is my life, and I feel like my future is directed this way. So this is it. You take it or you leave it. Yeah, not in a form of I'm disrespecting you. I'm going to try and give it my best so I can prove you wrong. That actually, if we are going this way to get these oranges, I can go this way and still get those
The
oranges.
same oranges.
Exactly.
Now, my next question to you, Janu, is like, do you think when it comes to kids saying that our voice, do you think social media contributed to this?
There was no social media then.
No, I mean now. Now. Because then we don't even have a voice here, remember?
Yeah.
We don't have, 15 years ago, we don't have Instagram and all this place where we can come. So now, so Jan, do you think social media contributed into giving kids their voice?
It is.
It is. And
It is.
music.
Does it influence you personally?
Yes. A lot. Like, obviously, duh.
It did influence
for
most
me,
of us.
I'm a more of a music person, in this particular music that I know, like it has done a lot of healing when it comes to how I felt and how I used to feel before.
So what are the kind of songs you
I'm
listen
a fan
to?
of Mick Mill, and he's
Just for free.
He's a very
In terms of that?
he's somebody who verses himself a lot, and it has taught me to be that person. Like I must be the voice that I want to hear out there.
Without you being arrogant?
Yeah, because you can't solve negative with negative, obviously. Like,
Okay, my last question to you, because I'm sure a lot of people are also gonna ask. So,
Yeah.
what's the mom story? Do you want to share? Yes, no, later.
I will.
Okay, tell me.
With me, it was like my mom died when I was 11.
Oh shit.
She had leukemia, so
Leukemia is
just,
cancer of the blood.
yeah.
Sorry
So
about
it's
that.
just like
Sorry about that.
I was very young, 11, so
So you don't actually know.
I
more.
didn't.
So
yeah,
your dad
and
didn't
like,
marry.
No,
There
he
was no
didn't.
women. Wow. So that means your dad is a remarkable person, though.
He
So I
made
do
a
understand
promise.
where your dad is
It's
coming from. I do
'Cause
understand.
now,
I really
we
wanna
will
say-
Now
go.
I do
I really
understand.
Wait.
For me, it's like you guys think you understand where
No.
it's coming from.
No, when it
I'm
comes
not.
to
No.
molding you.
When it
When it comes to
I don't
molding you,
understand.
she
Okay,
didn't
now-
want to
I don't
be
understand the tough love.
Let me bust your brain. My dad he was a mine worker, so he was never there, but he was there. As in, he's this person who would tell you, this is how you're going to live in this house, and we're just alone in the house, and we live in his absence on his rules.
Oh,
Do you understand? He's that person who's like
Because
a military man.
Because I
You
wasn't gonna
obey a
blame
military
him.
man.
I wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
and
blame
me
the
too.
dad.
No. I
But
wasn't
now-
gonna. No.
But now,
Vic, let's be careful with our words.
yes,
I'm not blaming him.
yes.
I'm just saying.
but he was trying.
While the reason for the O being overprotective thing, which is
Yeah.
still wrong.
Yes.
Do you agree to
Yes,
that?
but
Because
the
he
reason
didn't
why-
even he didn't help the woman to become who she is now.
Okay.
So which means all those stuff, whatever you guys call it, are wasted down the drain.
Yes, but the reason why I was kind of a bit
But he was trying.
accepting what the dad was doing is because she didn't mention to us firstly that
We can't accept, bro.
No, I'm not saying you don't get my point.
Yeah.
I'm saying that the dad
There's no
maybe
excuse for it.
tried
It's
to-
toxic. No, where Victor is going is Victor is trying to push and say because the mother is not there, is validating. No,
Anyways, guys,
we're
the
not
thing
validating
is,
it.
The thing is, for us now, that's gonna be the future parents. We need to have that parental love to our kids to make sure they grew up in a way that they can relate to us in at any given time.
Z,
Yeah.
one word.
You know what I mean?
One word.
Just, I don't believe in tough love. Just love your child.
Zan.
And when I'm not done,
Oh, okay.
And be there for
and
them.
be there for them and sit down. If you don't like what she did or he did, sit down with him and stop like putting, what you call it, beating him or her and think that everything will be okay after. She will do it or he will do it again because she knows or he knows that he will flog her. So sit down with her, talk to her.
Zanu, 10 seconds, how are you going to do your own child?
With me, I feel like it's not a thing of like passive aggression or whatever. So I'm gonna like, this is the conversation I had with a friend of mine. We were talking about this, and she was like, it starts with you saying, like, how you decide on forward. So for me, it's like I know where the mistakes have been done on me. So I'm going to try and correct the mistakes and break down the generational whatever chain that's been going on.
Yeah. Oh, guys, that's so amazing. Like, Vic, you already tell us, right? Yeah. Guys, I'm emotional. I'm severalized about the story. My emotions are everywhere.
All over the place.
All over the place. But I think we, new generation parents, should just do better. So,
Yeah.
Engage with our children. As parents, engage with children. Sit them down and have conversations. Have a relationship with your children.
So guys, it's so emotions are flying all around. I didn't even envision it to be this emotional. But guys, it's just a whole lot. It's just a whole lot. There are different angles to this thing. But there's one thing that our guest said, and it strikes my mind when she said that try to have a sit down, a friendship, a relationship with your kids if you are a parent. And she said a new generation of parents should just do better. There is nothing that is tough love, because when love is involved, love is all encompassing. Nothing is supposed to be tough in there, but who are we to judge? It's so emotional that we're thinking of a part two. Like, the studio is a mess. Everybody we're different, you know. But you know, guys, thank you for tuning in. I want you guys to click the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, drop your comments, anything, however you feel. You can disagree, you can agree, whatever you have in your mind, just put it down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for staying tuned to this episode. I love you guys. Shout out to God. It's your boy Tunji signing out.